better ingredients to bring you quick meals to match your busy schedule. See for yourself. At Giant, we're ready when you are.
Tonight, as we come on the air, what authorities are now calling the storm of a lifetime. New warnings as we come on tonight as Hurricane Florence now prepares to hit the East Coast. The first major effects in just hours. Tonight, the alarming new report from the National Weather Service. Hurricane-force winds now stretching 70 miles in each direction from the eye of the storm. A Category 3, the hurricane track now shifting, sending new communities tonight into a panic. And authorities warn this hurricane will hover along the coast for days. Meteorologist Ginger Z with the new track. And tonight, my interview just moments ago with the hurricane hunters up in the air this evening. What they're seeing right now. On the ground, the race to escape for millions. This is their last chance.
We are under a mandatory evacuation. Please leave now.
Tonight, our team at the hospital being evacuated with the hurricane path now on the move. The concern over nuclear power plants here in the region. And now loudspeakers on trucks in Charleston telling people in that historic city to get out. President Trump's urgent warning tonight and his promise now that the government is prepared, and praising the government's response to Puerto Rico. Also in the news tonight, summoned to the Vatican, the American church leaders on their way to Pope Francis. And new video tonight of Harvey Weinstein, the young businesswoman recording her meeting, what she claims and what the video shows.
This is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir, reporting tonight from Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina.
Good evening, and we are reporting tonight from Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina, as this monster hurricane now closes in. At this hour, Florence is a dangerous Category 3 with winds up to 120 miles an hour. And there are a couple of very important factors tonight to bear in mind. First, a remarkable development overnight. The storm track shifting to the south slightly, meaning communities in South Carolina are now preparing for a possible direct hit as well. And Georgia now in the threat zone. This stretches all the way north up to Maryland. And here is the other major concern. They expect Florence to slow down and grow wider and sit here right off the coast. It is now 500 miles across. Astronauts on the space station needed a super wide angle lens to capture it all. And the hurricane is expected to hover right here, thrashing these communities for days. The change in the track tonight has so many families reassessing. I heard from so many of them today who told me that they had no choice now but to get out. And the governor right here in North Carolina tonight is warning disaster is at the doorstep and it's coming in. I want to show you our drone camera overhead tonight because right here on Wrightsville Beach, you can see this pier right here behind me. We want to turn around and show you that pier because this pier was actually destroyed in back-to-back hurricanes back in '96. Those hurricanes taking the pier down, Bertha and Fran, it was wiped out, rebuilt in 2002. They believe it can withstand Florence, but it's going to be a test here. And up and down the coast tonight, the other major concern, the storm surge, as the hurricane pushes water inland for days here. ABC's Chief National Affairs Correspondent Tom Llamas tonight in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, where there is new urgency with this shifting track. Tom, leading us off.
We are under a mandatory evacuation.
Tonight, the warning is clear. Get out.
This is not going to be a glancing blow. This is going to be, a Mike Tyson punch to the Carolina coast.
The largest hospital in Myrtle Beach racing to evacuate patients, many of them critically ill, loaded into this ambulance bus, some taken as far as Florida.
It's not safe to try to care here. We're trying to get everybody out, and as such, we're shutting the hospital down.
The reason? This monster storm. Our station WTVD with the hurricane hunters, flying into the eye. Florence's wingspan 500 miles across. Astronauts needing a wide-angle lens to capture it from space. On satellite, that eye wall so clearly defined, you can see towering thunderstorms swirling around the clear eye. The clouds curving outward in what meteorologists call the stadium effect. Myrtle Beach now directly in the path. An evacuation notice in place, and today the beach shut down. The city warning anyone entering the water would be arrested.
What if people listen to you? They say, I'm gonna ride it out here. Are they playing with their life?
I think they are playing with their life. It's not a thrill ride you want to be on.
Another potential hazard for Myrtle Beach, all of the amusement parks that dot the boardwalk. That's the water right there. And look, there's a water park right here, and just across this little bridge, a massive Ferris wheel, a roller coaster. And when that storm surge comes up with the hurricane force winds, all of this could turn into massive projectiles.
The new track of Florence prompting Georgia's governor to join Virginia and the Carolinas in declaring a state of emergency.
The forecast tells us that Florence's storm surge will drown many homes.
With the changing track, some residents aren't sure what to do. Outside of her Pawleys Island home, Joan Noble shows us how she's surrounded by water.
This does come up really, really fast.
Inside, she shows us an inflatable boat.
So I went out and I bought myself a boat for two.
That she says she's ready to escape on if necessary. The 76-year-old has lived through other storms, but there's something about Florence that just makes her nervous. And tonight, deciding she will evacuate come morning.
And Tom Yamas joins us live tonight from Myrtle Beach. And Tom, you were telling us officials there have told you they're really concerned about the storm surge coming.
That's right, David. They're worried about a direct hit, the landfall, but as you mentioned, they're worried about the days of rain afterwards. One area of concern just behind me, this massive Ferris wheel. It's called the Sky Wheel. It's 20 stories high. They've removed all the gondolas. Now, it can withstand hurricane force winds, but officials are worried about that record storm surge, the power of that storm surge, and here's why. David, we're just steps from the Atlantic Ocean. Hurricane Florence predicted to come right through here. David?
And pounding us for several days. Tom Yamas leading us off tonight. Tom, thank you. There's also real concern tonight over a nuclear power plant and several reactors right here in the region. And in the historic city of Charleston, they're now using loudspeakers tonight on fire trucks to warn people to get out with this new track. ABC's Steve Osunsami is there for us.
The panic is for real. Authorities tonight say they'll need to watch this nuclear power plant in North Carolina and 15 other reactors in 3 states worried they could flood.
This hurricane is bringing some rain and water that we have not seen before in hurricanes.
At Fort Bragg, they're filling sandbags. They're moving helicopters out of the water's way.
Leave as soon as possible.
Fire trucks with loudspeakers are rolling through neighborhoods near Charleston that they worry could be flooded for days. We heard a story over and over again today. Families like the Lees, who had decided to stay, are suddenly leaving town.
As of this morning when it turned, we thought it might be good just with 2 young kids to go ahead and make the trip out.
Ben Pogue and his wife Nina are now leaving too. He's a former local meteorologist, seen here working Hurricane Dennis.
A major player in this storm is going to be the rainfall.
During the last 2 hurricanes, they stayed and watched the water get up to these steps. Tonight, they're leaving for Jacksonville, worried the water gets in the house.
I'm 6'3", and I'm here and I'm looking right in our first floor.
Even in the highest point in the neighborhood this time, there's a possibility all those cars would flood.
Duke Energy says 3 million customers could be out of power for weeks. The cavalry of power line workers is already on the way.
And Steve Osunsami joins us live tonight from Charleston. And Steve, I can tell you the winds are picking up right here in North Carolina tonight. And we see behind you there's some promising signs that people are taking this very seriously where you are as well.
That's right, David. This is the historic district, all boarded up and sandbagged already. Because Charleston is low, flat, and sloped towards the ocean, it only takes a couple inches of rain in a short amount of time to flood these streets. Authorities are warning that when the floodwaters reach 6 inches high, that's enough to knock a person over, and a foot high can sweep your car away. David?
Steve Osunsami with us tonight as well. Steve, thank you. I traveled here to North Carolina with Chief Meteorologist Ginger Z. She's not far from our location here in Wilmington, North Carolina. And Ginger, you and I were talking all afternoon. It's not necessarily just the landfall with this hurricane, because we were talking about the sheer number of hours the hurricane is going to be thrashing the coast and sending water inland.
Right, and we're talking about tropical storm force winds, David, that are nearly 200 miles outside the center. That's why we're going to start feeling them tomorrow. Let's go ahead and get straight to the maps. That storm more than 350 miles still south and east, but it is cooking to the northwest at 16. It will slow down on its approach, but it's also going to enter the Gulf Stream, which is warm water. It can feed off that tomorrow morning before it starts to slow down and deteriorate while it's hugging the coast. We're talking about like a buzzsaw coming through. That's how they usually would make a landfall, versus a buzzsaw sitting off the coast and rushing against the coastline. So let's then talk about what it's going to look like in different cities as far as wind gusts go. So you're looking at tomorrow morning, and it's still 37 miles per hour Hatteras, right? So that's doable, but it deteriorates quickly. And then it's going to be with us for 24 to 36 hours. Cape Lookout, 70 almost there. Topsail Beach gets to close to 70, as does Wilmington late Thursday night. And then everybody starts getting to it. By Friday early morning, we're talking about hurricane force winds for an extended period in southeastern North Carolina. Even Fayetteville Fayetteville gets to 62 miles per hour by Friday afternoon. At that point, it is like a washing machine. Not just the wind, but you've got that storm surge, that big bubble of water pushing against the land, 9 to 13 feet there, 2 to 4 feet that includes Charleston, and then, of course, the rain. 30 to 40 inches that will fill up some of these big rivers. They will flood for days, and by Sunday even, the Cape Fear behind me, just 25 miles away, expected to get to close to record level. David?
All right, Ginger, our thanks to you as well tonight. We're feeling the first effects of this, the real outer bands, the wind already arriving as we're on the air tonight. We're going to see real effects tomorrow morning, first thing. The hurricane hunters were up in the air late today. It was their final trip of the day. And I spoke with the team as they were flying around the periphery of Hurricane Florence. I spoke with Jack Parrish. He's the flight director of the NOAA Hurricane Hunters just moments ago.
Jack, thanks for joining us. You and I have talked before during these hurricanes. I know this is the final flight of the day, and what are you seeing right now?
David, we are flying north of Hurricane Florence right now. Our job today is to get any kind of clues about where the storm is going, the fine-tuning just before landfall. One alarming thing is that I don't see a lot disrupting it.
I know you talked about looking for any signs of shear, which potentially could be good news for those of us waiting for this impending storm. Are there any signs of that?
David, to be honest with you, I'm not particularly hopeful that we'll find something that'll knock a little bit of the strength out of Florence.
Jack, what do you see as far as the size and scope of this hurricane?
Well, right now it has managed to keep a very strong core. We've seen dry air intrusions both yesterday and today that should be weakening the storm. However, this storm creates its own environment. The area of the highest winds will spread out, kind of like Sandy. So this is not going to be good news no matter what we find up here.
You know, generally when we see a hurricane that's this wide, it doesn't always mean it's necessarily strong because it's not as concentrated. But in this case, the width of this storm is actually going to be very dangerous because it's going to hover right offshore for many, many hours.
Yes, sir. We do have a stalling situation, and of course we remember what happened in the storm that stalled off of Houston last year.
Well, Jack, we want you and the team to stay safe up there, and I'll give you the last word here for Americans watching this back down here with us. What's your word of warning for them tonight?
David, I just would like to tell them to listen to what their emergency manager and the Hurricane Center have to say, and that please everyone out there be as safe as you can.
All right, Jack Parrish, our thanks to you and your crew up in the air tonight. And with just hours until the first tropical force winds actually reach the coast, there is little time left for people in the low-lying areas to get out of harm's way. Tomorrow morning, in fact, all of the bridges to North Carolina's Outer Banks will go in just one direction. And police telling me just a short time ago that the bridge to this barrier island where we are will close at 8 p.m. Eastern. And ABC's Gio Benitez is in Kitty Hawk tonight.
Tonight, a ghost town in the Outer Banks. Tens of thousands who were here just days ago, leaving as Florence bears down.
On a normal day like today, you'd find lots of people on the beach, but take a look, it's just about deserted, and those homes, they're boarded up here on the beachfront. The town is almost empty.
September is a big month for tourism here, bringing in more than $40 million, money that stores and restaurants will be losing as they're forced to close up shop. Some of those who have evacuated have ended up at shelters across North Carolina. Grandparents Will Yates and Donna Brown tell Victor Okendo beds are filling up fast.
And how are you guys feeling now that you're here in the shelter?
Well, we need one more bed. There are 5 of us, there are 4 beds. So we're gonna pray. We're gonna pray. And if not, then
Buffalo, I can stay in the car.
Yeah.
And Gio Benitez joins us tonight from Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. And Gio, officials will be closing the bridge, I know, so that no one can really get from the mainland back out to the Outer Banks. And I understand so many families do want to check on their property, but they're gonna call things off starting tomorrow.
That's right, David. That's going to happen at 8:30 tomorrow morning. If you're already on this island, you can get out whenever you want. You just can't get back in. And that's because officials say it's just too dangerous. David.
Gio Benitez with us tonight as well. Gio, thank you. And President Trump joining forces with governors and officials on the ground here, warning people in the storm zone to be prepared and to be safe, and reassuring them that the government is ready to help, that the government is fully prepared. At the same time, the president taking time to trade insults with the mayor of San Juan, Puerto Rico, over last year's Hurricane Maria response. Here's ABC senior White House correspondent Cecilia Vega tonight.
President Trump today tweeting out this urgent warning to those in the path of Hurricane Florence.
Get out of its way. Don't play games with it. It's a big one. It's called Mother Nature.
You never know, but we know. We love you all. We want you safe.
It comes as the president continues to give himself rave reviews for his handling of Puerto Rico.